Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd. Weatherman said this was done. Doesn't look done to me. We got about an inch of sleet today. It's frozen on top. I don't want Riley to slip and hurt his leg, so he's on the leash today. And I'm itching to plant. So we're going to look at how to plant lotus. So come on, let's plant. Now, if you remember, we visited Scott in Virginia, and they were kind enough to give me some seeds. Scott had pointed out how hard these seeds are and suggested that we start soaking them before we go ahead and do anything with them to soften them up.
People to cut the end off the seed and soak the seed in water in order to get it to sprout. It's important to know that it's the point end, that's the end you would cut off.
This is far too early to be starting these. Sprouting them is the easy part. It's the transitioning into a full plant. Lotus require long hours of sun, so we really want these to go out in the summertime. But I wanted to show you how we're going to go ahead and sprout these in May. Scott got the parent plants for these seeds from Laura at 10 Mile Creek Nursery. I'm going to put a link to her website in the description box below. Now, anybody that wants to go ahead and grow lotus with us, go ahead and contact Laura. This is not a paid advertisement. I did call her and tell her she might get a call from a couple of our friends, so feel free to give her a call. She's a very nice lady. Anyhow, back to the experiment. A lotus's lifespan is about 4 to 6 months.
You see on the internet, you see guys using
Pliers and stuff.
shears and things, or trying to file it off.
I think soaking for 3 days is not enough time to do anything, because if these are softened up without soaking them, they're like little bricks.
These things are hard as a brick.
Now, when Scott said these things were hard, he wasn't joking. That made the tips of my fingers hurt. These are pretty hard. When it comes time to do this for real, you want a shallow container and fill it about 3/4 full of water. Then we're going to drop our lotus seeds in it, and we're going to see which ones float and which ones don't. We got one floater, so we're not even going to mess with that one. From everything I understand, Scott has a green thumb because he was able to take one of these really ripe brown seeds and have it sprout right in the dirt. What's recommended is to scar these just a little bit. I've seen them take a hammer and crack them like a nut, but you really run the risk of hurting the seeds that way. Now, the first year I did this, you can see what I did with a knife. Don't tell my wife, but what I'm going to use this year is her fingernail file. You want to open the seed just enough that the water gets in there. You file it down until you just break through there. And we'll go ahead and put that back in the water. This is actually a little easier than the file. You just got to watch your fingers. See, it just pops right off. Throw that back in there. All right. Then all you have to do is set this on the windowsill and make sure it gets plenty of light. This is real time. I'll show you what we get in about a week. I got one floater. I open that up. You can see that the inside, that seed was never going to grow. Look at the inside of that, and it was all dried up. You don't even want to mess with the seeds that float. By the way, our giant sweet potato is making slips. So while it's snowing and sleeting outside, I want to thank you for stopping by the garden for a minute, seeing what we're going to do in the spring when it comes time to plant lotus. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.